called to order at 6:47. We have a work session tonight, and Mr. Michael Lyles from Prince George's County is going to update us on things in the county. Yep.
Marty, is that on?
Good evening. Thank you. Good afternoon or good evening. My name is Michael Lyles. I'm the newly appointed Executive Director for the Prince George's County Human Relations Commission. As you can see from some of the material that I've passed out, and I have also for your citizens on the table, the Commission is an organization that's designated by the county to enforce the civil rights laws. Since I've been there, we've undergone, I would say, a major shift, a dramatic shift in how we run the agency for the betterment of all the citizens. As a civil rights law enforcement agency, we've done over the last several years a very bad job of doing our job efficiently and effectively. And one of the things that County Executive Rashawn Baker wanted me to do was to come in and institute some reforms and some changes so that, one, we could do our job better, that we would be able to alert the citizens about what we're doing so that they knew that they had a place to come if they felt that they were discriminated against on the job, in housing, in education, law enforcement, public accommodations, as well as real estate mortgage lending. We instituted a new vision. The Prince George's County Human Relations Commission is committed to the development of Prince George's County as a great place to live, work, and play, where all are free to pursue their talents and dreams, unhindered by bias, misunderstanding, and conflict based on race, religion, color, gender, national origin, age, occupation, marital status, political opinion, personal appearance, sexual orientation, disability, or familial status. This is a large task, but we feel that we're able to provide residents, businesses, and visitors an efficient and cost-effective administrative alternative for investigating, mediating, and adjudicating complaints of unlawful discrimination. We have instituted reforms to make us more professional, to increase the training for investigators, and to improve the timeliness. When I arrived at the organization, we had cases that had not been worked on, investigated, opened, or closed in almost 7 years was our oldest case. The oldest case was heard back in November, and currently our oldest case is 4.5 years old. And we're doing our utmost to get rid of what we call the backlog of cases. We had approximately 101 cases that were anywhere from 400 to 700 to 7 years, 400 days to 7 years old. Right now, we're probably close to closing out that backlog. The cases that were 3 years older are down to 6 out of 31. We've reduced the backlog of cases that were more than a year or two old down to about 60 approximately, and we anticipate by the end of June that we will have no case in the office older than 400 days. Our intent, of course, is to ensure and to make sure that people in the county know that if you have a claim of discrimination, you can come to our agency and get your case investigated within 180 days, and hopefully, if the commission is working with us, they will have a decision if there is a hearing within another 180 days. So 365 days from the time you walk in the door to the time you have some resolution, if not much sooner. We're looking for and we have, throughout our municipal tours, the ability to come to citizens directly where they are. We've engaged partners such as Casa de Maryland and other organizations so that we can participate with them on the ground in making sure that folks know that they can come to us, get our investigative staff to start investigating cases or claims. We don't promise a particular outcome, because our job is to be an even-handed, objective fact finder, so that the commission, if a case goes to hearing, can make an adequate, accurate, informed decision about whether discrimination has occurred. The commission, under its county ordinance, can issue and levy fines up to $100,000 for violations, as well as $5,000 in fines and penalties. The thing I like about the municipalities and coming to the municipalities is I used to be a city councilman in the city of Bowie, and so I'm uniquely aware of the unique role that the municipalities play in touching all the citizens. Almost 250 to 300,000 residents are represented by city council members like yourself, and this was one of the easiest ways I knew to try to get out the word about our new direction, our new focus, and our new energy. We are an organization for all people, and we want to also make that clear. Some of the statistics are we have 4 types of cases that we see mostly in the county. They are disability cases, they are gender discrimination, and of the gender discrimination cases, 100% of them are brought by women. even though we have a majority of women in the population of Prince George's County. We also have a large number of national origin cases as well as retaliation cases. 93% of our cases are employment related. We have about 7 housing cases, and we have a number of cases in the public accommodation arena. 20% of our cases are based on people in the county, either employees or citizens, bringing cases against the Prince George's County government. So as an independent agency, an independent body, we do handle cases by employees against the county or citizens who are complaining that the county is not providing some service or there's a racial bias to the service that the county is providing. I don't know if we got you my PowerPoint, but I have a boatload of information, but I'm not going to go through it all. We do have a way to get this to you electronically so you can have it, as well as you can read our annual report and learn a little bit about what the Human Relations Commission is doing, has done, and what our staff contingent looks like right now, and all the bases that the Commission protects with respect to the classes. Just a little bit about the agency and where we are right now with respect to reforming and making our agency more effective. Before I came in, we didn't know who had cases, and we didn't know what a caseload looked like for an investigator. Right now, every investigator's caseload is between 30 and 40 cases. We have 8 investigators, and all of them are investigating. That wasn't the case when I came in. We now have a goal of 180 days to close out an investigation. That wasn't the case when I came in. Additionally, we've actively sought to make sure that people know that mediation is a way to resolve civil discrimination lawsuits or cases before the Commission. From 2010 to 2011, we had 18 negotiated settlements or discussions about negotiations, and we closed 6 cases that way. Just from July through December or February of this year, we had 21 cases that were mediated, and we closed 10, almost a 250% increase, just because we introduced mediation to people in a way that was different. We introduced it up front, and we gave them and we told them the information that they needed to know to make an informed decision. Anybody can file a complaint. Again, we don't promise a particular resolution or a particular outcome, but we welcome anybody who feels aggrieved to come to us with information that they feel would give us enough facts to start a case. And we've moved to make ourselves more professional. We moved recently to the county administration building, and there's a lot of information, but we have also put it on our website. We've upgraded that. So now everything that I'm telling you now is on our website, along with the newsletter, the annual report, as well as information about commission meetings and public hearings that are always available. And we welcome any questions and anything that anyone wants to ask us. We're always open and willing to take calls. And I appreciate being here.
Thank you, Mr. Lyles. I appreciate your energy and how much I don't know if you're going to efficient yourself out of a job by doing it. Or,
well, you know, one of the things
nice, huh?
that would be a great thing. It would be a great thing, and that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we not only enforce the civil rights laws, but we also want to educate, and that's why we're here with the newsletter and the annual report, so people know what their rights are, and hopefully can intercede on their own behalf a lot of times. One of the great things we know about municipalities is 4% of our cases come from municipalities. That's a great thing. With respect to all the groups in the county where we keep track of, municipalities are lowest. So you're doing a great job. But even that 4%, you can do better. That means, and I think county government and municipal government should work together to make sure that you are the shining example of a place where people can work, live, and play without regard for being harassed or unlawfully discriminated against. What we're offering to municipalities as well as other outside entities is a 2-hour block of training for senior management, council members like yourselves, and we've gotten some takers already, and we hope to be able to provide that at a nominal cost, but at a cost, unfortunately, given our economic situation. But we think we'll have a lot of good information for you, not only diversity and cultural awareness, but how to investigate internally first, so that you can do what you can to tamp down those claims and charges and to resolve those matters before they come to us.
That'd be great. Keep us posted on all that information and whatever's coming.
We surely will.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
All
coming.
right. Thank you.
Call to order the 8th meeting of the Mayor and City Council. We'll stand for the invocation by Reverend Litchfield.
Would you join me in a moment of prayer? Almighty God, we gather this evening hour to conduct the business of this city. We offer a prayer for our mayor, for the president, for the members of the city council, and all in authority. Grant to them a sense of justice, strength, and wisdom as they perform their duties on behalf of all thy people. We especially commend your gracious care and keeping all the men and women of our armed forces at home and abroad, our law enforcement and fire and rescue communities. Defend them day by day with your heavenly grace. Strengthen them in their trials and temptations. Give them courage to face the perils and beset them, and grant to each a sense of your abiding presence wherever they may be. Remember those upon a bed of affliction. Comfort those who mourn. Hear our prayer in thy name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll, Ms. Rao.
Mr. Smalls?
Here.
Mr. Ricks?
Here.
Mr. Les?
Here.
Ms. Nicholas?
Here.
President Query?
Here.
Mayor Mo?
There's no objection to the minutes from the 7th meeting held on March 12, 2012. Could I have a motion from the council?
So moved, as noted.
And a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Mr. Ricks?
Aye.
Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
Mr. Les?
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
President Query?
Yes. Agenda item number 6, hear from the report on the report of the Mayor and City Council. And we'll start with Ms. Nicholas.
I want to say I went to my colleague Donna's How to Run a Business seminar, which was very informative, very educational. I enjoyed that. The other thing I wanted to say is that I know that we've all heard about the tragedy in Florida with Trayvon Martin. So I just ask that we keep that family in prayer and that we just, pray that justice will be served. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Les.
Thank you, Madam President. On Wednesday, March 14th, along with others in the environmental community, I gave testimony in the Prince George bag fee bill in Annapolis. Unfortunately, it died in committee this past Saturday, but hopefully we'll have a good result next year. Thursday, March 15th, I attended the PGCMA in Bowie at the Prince George's County Emergency Services Center. I thank the Emergency Services Director for Prince George County, Brian Moe, for hosting the meeting. I was astounded how big the 911 call room is. I mean, it's huge. Monday, March 19th, I attended the Laurel Hospital Foundation Board meeting. And Saturday, March 24th, my wife and I attended the Laurel Historical Society Gala. I think fun was had by all. And that concludes my report, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Les. Mr. Smalls.
Thank you, Madam President. I just have one announcement. The next PGCMA meeting will be hosted here, actually in this room, on April 16th, I believe the date is. The county executive will present his county budget to the elected officials, municipal elected officials, at that time. So we're looking forward to having the opportunity to hear the county executive and his budget, and have an opportunity to have questions and answers provided at the time as well. That at that meeting also will be my last meeting as president of PGCMA, and we'll hold our annual elections during that meeting. So if there are any of you here who are interested in serving as an officer on PGCMA, the nomination forms are on the website. That's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Smalls. Mr. Ricks.
Yes. Over the weekend, I had the pleasure of representing the city and our canteen, Bertha, and the ladies and gentlemen from the auxiliary at the fire department, we went down to the Patuxent Wildlife Refuge and participated down there in providing refreshments for a 3-day period. And the auxiliary made some very nice money, and the city will benefit from that as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ricks. I, too, attended the gala the other night with Mr. Les and his wife. It was always a nice event, and always a lot of nice people that don't often get out to other events during the year, so it's nice for that reason, too. I just have an environmental note tonight that looks like we're going to have a deep freeze, so get your flowers inside or cover them with newspaper or plastic. Thank you. Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. Just a couple things. For those who didn't know, the Laurel 4th of July Committee had a fundraiser at Jersey Mike's on the 24th. 24th. Hopefully they made a little money. They also are looking for donations. The city contributes to the July 4th celebration, but it's a all-volunteer committee that does a lot of hard work and puts on a good show for our July 4th celebration. So we encourage you to be involved as well as donate if you can. Let me also say that tonight at Scotchtown Hills Elementary School was reading night. I don't know how many of the council made it. I was not able to make it. Apologize for that, but I had meetings up until that time. And but we appreciate the invitation. Hopefully they had a good showing tonight. Let me also take this opportunity to congratulate and thank Councilman Smalls for his service as president of Prince George County Municipal Association. Fred, this is his second go-round as president. He's done an outstanding job working for all the municipalities in Prince George's County as well as the city of Laurel. And Fred, congratulations to you and thank you for the hard work that you've done this past year. The lovely ladies of Laurel's National Women's Month celebration will be on March 28th. And I know some are in the back. 6:30? Does it start at 6:30? Yeah. Starts at, oh, there's that face I couldn't find. Okay, 6:30. Open to the public. We encourage you to participate and be involved, and they have a very good presentation for those that will be attending on the 28th. The Patuxent River Keepers cleanup of Riverfront Park will be on March 31st. Mike, what time should people be at the park? 9?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. at the Riverfront Park down on Avondale Mill area, and you can help clean up the riverfront. We encourage you all to participate and take part. The Rotary International Curling Tournament will be held April the 1st through the 6th. It'll be held at the Garden Ice House, and our own local Rotary Club is involved with that. It's an international curling event that will take place, and they've asked the city to take part and be part of it, not with the curling, but with some of the planning as well as participating in some of the events, and we appreciate the Laurel Rotary Club for that opportunity. On April the 9th, we will again have the second My Time with the Mayor starting at 4:30 until 6. That will be at the Robert J. DePietro Community Center on Cypress Street. It's open to anyone. It's first come, first serve, and we'll only have a short period of time, like I said, between 4:30 and 6. If you have issues, concerns, or you have something that you'd like to bring to my attention, that's where I'll be from 4:30 until 6. We put out a press release earlier this afternoon, and part of that, we have been dealing with the TNR program, which is the trap, neuter, and release regarding feral cats. I am going to work with the City Council. I've advised them that I am going to support this program. We're going to work with the City Council as well as city staff. We have some things to do internally here. We need to look at our code first when we talk about animals in particular, but feral cats and others. So we need to do some revisions within our own code that we'll be looking at. We've been working with many of the nonprofit organizations as well as many citizens around the city of Laurel that are already involved with such a program. I think it's the right thing to do. We're going to move the city in that direction. I'm going to ask for the council as we move forward. I'm going to give them a stack of information that I've got that we're going to share with them. We're going to do some internal things, as I said, looking at the code. And most importantly, we need to work with Prince George's County. We fall under Prince George's County's code, so it will require us to work hand in hand with the county to find a common ground so that we can work on this program. It will not be something that can be done overnight. It will take several months at least to do the reviews, and then possibly even longer to put such a program into place. But we are going to work with the many organizations and the many citizens and residents and business owners that have said they have an interest in it. I understand this is a controversial program for some. As I just said, I think it's the right thing to do, and we're going to move in that direction. And we will keep the general public posted as we move forward with this. But I look forward to working with the county on this, as well as the council and the community. Madam President, concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to open the general public hearing at 7:10. And if Mr. Smalls and the mayor will join me at the podium. Tonight, we honor Celeste Hill as Citizen of the Month. Celeste Hill is a Prince George's County special education teacher and founder of Lovely Ladies of Laurel, an all-girl mentoring organization in Laurel. She earned her BS degree in criminal justice at Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey, and her master's degree in special education at Bowie State University. She is a proud member of the Delta Sigma Theta and resides in Laurel with her son, who she adores, Reginald Carswell. Lovely Ladies of Laurel, their theme is, and mission, sisterhood taken to a new level.
She has a son.
How fitting. As a father of 5 daughters, I think I know a thing or two about lovely ladies. So let's hope that sort of qualifies me. Celeste, we'd like to, on behalf of Mayor Moe, members of the council, and the city of Laurel, present you with a plaque, Outstanding Citizen Award, presented by Mayor Craig A. Moe and the Laurel City Council to Celeste Hill for her community involvement, leadership, and efforts to improve life in the city of Laurel, Maryland, dated March 26, 2012. Before you do, Celeste, we're not quite done. I also want to give you this certificate of appreciation. It's just Outstanding Citizen Award, Celeste Hill.
I really don't know what to say besides thank you from the bottom of my heart. I moved here 8 years ago, and the welcome that I received from this community has just been outstanding. I feel like I've been here all my life, and I just thank you so much for this. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh.
She was really surprised. She was really surprised. That was good.
Continuing with the general public hearing at 7:14, I have a Mr. John O'Brien signed up to speak. From from Laurel Regional Hospital.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Madam President, members of the council. My name is John O'Brien. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Dimensions Healthcare System, and for a few months now I've been the Chief Operating Officer for Laurel Regional Hospital. I'd like to bring you up to date on some of the things that are happening at the hospital and hope that you'll have some observations for me. First, I want to thank you and appreciate the leadership that many of you have given to Laurel Regional Hospital. I want to thank Fred Smalls, who is currently the chairman of our board. Mr. Lessick, thank you for your support of our foundation events. And Mr. Mayor, thanks to your extended family for all the leadership and support we get. The principal news item for us has been the implementation of the affiliation agreement with the University of Maryland. We signed a memo of understanding with the university, with the governor, with the county executive last summer. And since then, we have been working to develop the programs that would allow us to tap into those great resources of the University of Maryland to improve our hospital and our system for the benefit of the people of Prince George's County and the people of Laurel. The status thus far, number one, I have to point out that the former president of Laurel Regional Hospital is now the chief executive officer of our system. Neil Moore is now the president of the Dimensions Healthcare System as of last week, and so we are in the active stage of looking for a new president for the local organization. We will hopefully have an announcement about that sometime in the next few weeks. Mr. Smalls is helping to lead a search effort for that officer. What we are currently involved in is trying to get an agreement with the university on what types of programs can best help us in the way of improving our medical expertise and the range of services available to people throughout the county, and particularly here in Laurel. We have, over the past few months, implemented an extension of the university's orthopedics program. Certainly, we've benefited from the trauma faculty at Prince George's for some time now. We are about to tap into that expertise for critical care and for anesthesiology. The next major step for us in the program implementation would be the changeover to university physicians for our emergency services. We operate 3 emergency medical departments within the county. One of the largest is at Laurel. And we will begin a transition to convert the physicians in those practices to university physicians, beginning with the Laurel operation on July 1st. We will then, 6 months later, be able to bring up the program at Bowie, and then finally convert the program at the Prince George's site, so that we will have a system-wide operation of university emergency physicians covering our operations in Prince George's County. As I say, that should start here in Laurel on July 1st. There'll be further announcements about that as we get closer to that date. There are a number of other programs that have begun as well. More recently, we've developed, I think, a high-quality sleep center. We have a wound program for outpatient care of difficult-to-heal wounds, which is getting all kinds of awards and plaudits. We think that that's the leading-edge type of program that we expect to see develop here in Laurel, especially with the co-sponsorship of the University of Maryland. The next aspects of that affiliation have to do with the the construction of a new regional medical center. That is to replace the acute care capabilities, the hospital at Cheverly, the Prince George's Hospital. But along with that, there is included capital improvements for our Bowie campus and certainly for the Laurel Regional Hospital. The prime focus for that will be expansion of primary care capabilities. Secretary of Health Scharfstein has made that a high priority attachment to the entire program rollout for this University of Maryland affiliation, so that we look forward to going through some specific planning steps as to what that would mean to just how much capital investment there would be and how much service investment there would be to expand primary care and related subspecialty services here in Laurel. So these are all exciting steps that we have begun to take and are in process of being implemented. We are sure they will raise the overall level of service, quality of health care, and access to services available to people here in Laurel we're talking about within the next year. I would just like to remind you that we do have a substantial operation here in Laurel. We think we are very pleased to be part of this community. We are 130 beds here. We have 640 employees, payroll $40 million. 70% of our employees live here in the greater Laurel community, the Tri-County community. So we think we do have a significant economic impact. We are looking forward to raising our profile with regard to the quality of health services and access to those services to our residents. And I'd be happy to answer any questions on what's going on.
Yeah. Thank you. I believe the mayor has a couple questions.
Thank you, Madam President. John, thank you very much for being here this evening, and I know Fred and Mike are very involved, as well as my parents and brother. And the hospital is a very important part of the city and its economic development efforts. As you just said, 70% are in the greater Laurel area. My question is, there was money that was allocated for capital projects. Is it 24 million or 10 million that?
Over 3 years, a total of 24 million, yes.
24. And it's important, I just want to stress that money, we make sure that money comes back to the system as well as to the hospital here in Laurel. I know that there's many capital projects that need to be done here at the hospital. And as I just said.
Yes, certainly.
I think it's important for you all to reach out to the community. Congratulations to Neil Moore as well. But I also want to offer to you, we'd be more than happy to host a community forum to get input from the community, if you'd like, regarding the hospital. I think the hospital sometimes, Laurel Hospital gets a bad deal sometimes. I just had some minor surgery there a couple months ago. I got outstanding service, and they did a great job. And I'm happy to see the University of Maryland system.
I am relieved.
Huh?
Thank you, Mayor. I am relieved.
No, it was very good service and well taken care of and good follow-up. But it's important for that money, that capital money, to make sure from the state level and from the county level that comes back to the system, and that we're using it to upgrade the needs of the hospital for the community. And I just wanted to state that we'd be, again, more than happy to set up a forum if you'd like, and we can work with Councilman Smalls and Les to that effect, as well as your office.
If the chairman of our board thinks that's a good idea, we'll certainly do it. I think it's a great idea and appreciate the help.
Very good. Thank you again for being here, and thank you for all you're doing for the community. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Mr. Smalls?
I'm fairly new to at least the role of chairman. I've served on the board of directors at Laurel for a number of years. The system, but I'll focus my primary attention to Laurel Regional Hospital. We are on the verge of some really great things, and as Mr. O'Brien mentioned, our search for a new president is going to begin to lead the way, among other things, to what I think is going to be some real changes in the community. Granted, we have challenges, and any facility such as Laurel Hospital does. But I think with the staff, both the management staff as well as the clinical technical staff at the hospital, I think they're all poised to move our hospital forward, and I'm really, really proud to be associated with Laurel Hospital. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? I too have heard stories about wonderful reputation that Laurel has, and I think we need to get it out there. Recently, there was a former judge from this county that was actually flown in from Florida for the wound care at Laurel Regional. Apparently, it's ranked the best in the nation, so congratulations on that.
Thank you, thank you. It's an excellent program. And not to top the mayor or anybody else, but I recently became a grandfather when my daughter delivered at Laurel, so she had a wonderful experience as well, as I would hope, and as I hope everybody would have. But thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Continuing on, I have Glenn Spiegel signed up to speak. You state your name and address.
Glenn Spiegel, 7 Dell Place, Laurel, Maryland. I've been working on this advanced stop lines now for years, but I have some information. My sister-in-law and I she done most of it. I'm not good at a computer. I'd like to turn over to you people. I think it's legislation that passed in December 20, maybe you all have it already, I don't know. But I've been in touch with District 3, Shanika Owens. I talked to her last Friday. Thank you. I talked to her last Friday, and she said that they're done on her end of designing the 198 intersection. I don't know what it looks like or anything. I don't know if any of you people do. And I attended the meeting, the special meeting, safety and transportation meeting, and that was accepted as far as I know. I'd like to have the minutes to that meeting if I could. And for my records, I like to keep track of everything I'm doing. And she said that she sent it to Hanover for checking light for timing. Now, I don't know what all's involved in that, and I don't know when I'll get to hear anything else. She was supposed to call me back with information, but I haven't heard from her yet since Friday, but it may take a little while. I don't know. And I want to thank everybody that's been involved. If you've helped or whatever's been going on with it. And I hope this is all good information there. I don't know if it's what you people might want, but there's other ideas on there that maybe if you want to suggest something else, I don't know. I know I have one idea, but there's many on there, so please take a look at it and maybe we can get something done for safety. I know you have the camera there, but I don't think the red light camera ever addressed pedestrian safety, and that was one of my things about being so close to the intersection. I like to step stuff back and so we can get a better angle at looking at, because sometimes you have large trucks or buses to your left, and you don't see what's coming across the highway. So I hope this helps. I don't know.
Well, thank you for the update, and I know that you've had ongoing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn. I have no one else signed up to speak. Is there anyone wishing to speak at the public hearing, general public hearing? If not, I'll close it at 7:28, and we'll continue on to agenda item number 8, which is the second public hearing with possible action on the charter resolution number 153, a resolution to amend Article 900, redevelopment urban renewal, to update the language in sections 902, 903, and to remove sections 901 through 912 from the charter of the City of Laurel and placing them into Chapter 2, Administration of the City Code. I've read the title into the record for the second reading. I'll open the public hearing at 7:29. I have no one signed up to speak. Is anyone wishing to speak? If not, I'll close the public hearing at 7:29. What's the pleasure of the council?
Madam President.
Mr. Ricks?
I move that we adopt the Charter Resolution number 153.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Smalls. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Well,
Mr.
maybe
Ricks?
the discussion we got today in our boxes, these amendment sheets, is this part of?
I'm not sure what you have in your box.
No.
No, something, okay.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
Mr. Les?
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
President Crary?
Yes.
Mayor Mel?
I'll concur.
Agenda item number 9 is the second public hearing with possible action on ordinance number 1739, an ordinance to amend Chapter 2, Administration, adding Articles 9, Community Redevelopment Authority, providing an effective date. I've read the title into the record for the second reading. I'll open the public hearing at 7:30. I have no one signed up to speak. Is there anyone wishing to speak? Noting no one, I'll close the public record at 7:30. What's the pleasure of the council?
Madam President, I move we approve ordinance number 1739 to amend Chapter 2, Administration, adding Articles, 9, Community Redevelopment Authority, providing an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Smalls. Do I have a second?
A second.
Thank you, Ms. Nicholas. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
Mr. Ricks?
Yes.
Mr. Les?
Yes.
President Crary?
Yes.
Mayor Mel?
Agenda item number 10, the second public hearing with possible action on ordinance number 1740, an ordinance to authorize the City of Laurel Economic Development Program and appropriation from the unassigned fund balance to finance the program. I've read the title into the record for the second reading. I'll open the public hearing at 7:31. I have no one signed up to speak, and seeing no one, I'll close the public hearing at 7:31. What's the pleasure of the council?
Madam President,
Mr. Les?
move for the adoption of ordinance number 1740, an ordinance to authorize the City of Laurel Economic Development Program and appropriation from the unassigned fund balance to finance the program.
Thank you, Mr. Les. Do I have a second?
A second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Mr. Les?
Yes.
Ms. Nicholas?
Yes.
President Smalls? I'm sorry, Mr. Smalls?
I vote yes. I'll take the title too.
Mr. Ricks?
Aye.
President Crary? President Crary?
Yes.
Mayor Mel?
I'm going to concur with council. Actually, I do want to acknowledge and thank Mr. Brock, who really worked hard to put this together, and thank the council for their input and for the funding as well. In fact, we've already had a couple inquiries regarding this, and we think it's off to a good start, so we'll be ready May the 1st. Thank you.
Agenda item number 11 is a second public hearing with possible action on ordinance number 1741, an ordinance to enact a new Article 7 entitled Illegal Signs to Chapter 14 entitled Streets and Sidewalks of the Code of the City of Laurel, Maryland, to provide for the confiscation of signs pursuant to state law and incorporating the $25 fine per sign as allowed pursuant to state regulations. I've read the title into the record for the second reading. I'll open the public hearing at 7:33. No one signed up to speak. Is there anyone wishing to speak? Noting no one, I'll close the public hearing at 7:33. What's the pleasure of the council?
Madam President,
Mr. Ricks?
I move that we adopt ordinance number 1741 as read into the record.
Thank you, Mr. Ricks. Do I have a second?
A second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Aye.
Yes.
I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Madam Clerk. There being no further business to come before the mayor and city council. The meeting is adjourned at 7:35. Thank you.
Christie, do you want a copy of this, Mr. Spiegel?